All right, Universal Leopard Geckos, we are back with another video, and I hope you men and women, boys and girls, are having a great morning, great afternoon, great day, great night, depending on where you all live at and where you all are from. And as you can see, I have my beetle and mealworm farm right here in front of me. Yes, this is my beetle and mealworm farm for my leopard geckos. And I am feeding my beetles right now, and I wanted to show you men and women and boys and girls of my beetle and mealworm farm, and like stuff that I feed them, and like I check on them every day or two when I'm not asleep from tired from all the other work that I be doing, besides like taking care and being here for all my little baby reptiles. And I call them my baby reptiles because they are my baby, like my children to me. So yeah, you know how that is for us reptile lovers out there that consider our pets to be our kids. But yeah, this is my beetle and mealworm farm, man. Right now we have some beetles and some mealworms out eating. We have some little newborn baby mealworms that just now like coming up, like some new little tiny mealworms. We also got some good decent sized mealworms in here too. And I want to try to like get a close up of the mesh. Like you can see them like just crawling through there. A close up on the mealworms and the beetles while they are eating. Like this beetle here is just like munching straight down on that apple. And look at this little mealworm that just walked up. And he's about to get some of the apple too. And we have some over here on the upper end of the mealworm and beetle farm inside the container. We have some over here, a group of beetles just munching down on the apple. Mealworm over here just trying to get in on the action, trying to like smell where the food is at and go right to it. And this apple right here so far is it has baby mealworms around it, but it doesn't have like, okay, well, one mealworm is on it now, and them baby mealworms right there, I guess they eating from the side of it and they not crawling on the top. Like mostly every other piece of apple in here, mealworms are on the top. They are eating like right on the top, like just digging their way right in. But this is the only apple like so far in here, Universal Leopard Geckos, where the mealworms are not on top of the apple. Like instead they just like chewing in from the side. They working their way in from the side. And like on over here to this little piece of apple, we got a newborn baby mealworm right there, little new tiny little mealworm. Another little mealworm over here. Beetles right here. Like I said, we got some good decent sized mealworms. It is one thick, fat, juicy mealworm. It look big on camera, like with the camera like close on it like that, but it's actually like small, like just looking at it with your eyes in person, but the camera make that mealworm look so thick and juicy and big. And like over here to this apple, we got some action over here with this apple. Mealworms and beetles are over here on this apple. And back here we have some little newborn baby mealworms. A beetle is just now making his way up to the apple. And over here in the back, we have only mealworms, no beetle. Right here, only mealworms, no beetle on that apple. So yeah, Universal Leopard Geckos, this is just a video of me feeding the food to my beetles and my mealworms. And this farm has been going on. This farm has been successful. I promise this farm has been successful ever since. It's 2023 now. And I had this beetle and mealworm farm, I promise, ever since 2022. I promise ever since last year. I think like the end of 2021 is when I started this beetle and mealworm farm right here. Is like when I really like started this beetle and mealworm farm right here. This particular beetle and mealworm farm. I think I started this farm, I'm right the end of 2021 going into 2022. So y'all had this beetle and mealworm farm right here for like a year and a half now, might as well say. And look, still doing good with it, still feeding my beetles. And like I said in one of my short earlier clip videos, like when the beetles die, I collected most of the dead beetles out of there. I try to collect most of them out of here. And beetles die when they done mating and laying eggs. When they laid all the eggs that they laid, and when they done mating, and like I said, laying all the eggs that they done laid, they die out when they done with their life process of eating, mating, and laying eggs. They die out, and then the life cycle starts all over again from the larva and the pupae and the mealworms, and then they turn into beetles and do the same thing, you know, and boom, it just the same little pattern all over again with these beetle and mealworms. But yeah, I wanted to get a little video of me feeding them and just letting you men and women and boys and girls see the beetles and the mealworms eat. And that mealworm right there look juicy too. We got Flash over here in the corner of my bed. He is humping my bed because he's trying to mate with Lucky, and she just sitting here looking at him so stupid. And Flash is trying his best to like mate with Lucky, like get her, and Lucky just sitting there like, this man is so annoying. Yeah, come down here, mama, come down here, Lucky. I'm gonna put you on my shoulder, mama. You come down here, girl. Cause Flash can be annoying. Yeah, he finally left her alone. I don't want to pick her up. I'll wait till she walk down here and just hold my hand out, and I know she gonna crawl right on my shoulder, like she always do, or she gonna crawl up my leg, then crawl up my shoulder. But yeah, Universal Leopard Geckos, I wanted to get a video, like I said, of the beetles and the mealworms, my farm. And like I said, I had this beetle and mealworm farm right here. I've been taking care of this, like I said, this particular beetle and mealworm farm right here. I started this at the end of 2021, going into 2022. So you might well say 2022, because it was like right at the end of 2021 when I started this beetle and mealworm farm, like right somewhere like in the end of the middle. And then like the whole year of 2022, I had this farm that flew by, and now it's 2023. So yeah, I had this beetle and mealworm farm for like a year and a half, something like that, yeah. And everyone is just eating. They doing good. But I'm about to take this old lady out of here and put them in the dark. While I had them there, put them back in the dark so everyone else can come out. Cause trust me, they be way more packed on food than this. Like the little newborn baby mealworms, I can set this in a dark place and come back in 2 hours and look at it, and all these, I promise, like every last one of these apples would be covered. Like I can like set this somewhere in a little dark place and come right back to it like an hour or two, and man, you won't even be able to see the apples, I promise. Flash, will you leave her alone, man? Oh, Universal Leopard Geckos, here we go again. Look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about, Universal Leopard Geckos. Flash, will you leave her alone, man? And like I said, she just basically at this point, she just dragging Flash around. Lucky is just carrying him around. This is signs when your leopard geckos are trying to mate. Right here, and Flash is like being so annoying with her. Look at him, look. You humping my cover, man. That is not her. That is not her body. Boy. And I love having them two out because Lucky, like I said, in some of my old previous short videos, Lucky, she is my oldest female. Her and my female that I call Eli, aka Miracle. They are my two oldest, like, and biggest female leopard geckos. And Oro is too, but Oro's smaller than them. And that's what's so odd and so crazy. I had my female leopard gecko named Oro, my female makes snow. I had Oro before I even got Lucky or Miracle. And the fact that both of them are way bigger than Oro is like, I don't know, it's really strange, really, to me, really, like it really is. Like, it's odd though, really. Because I had Oro way longer than Lucky and Miracle. And for some reason, they didn't flew past Oro in body length and weight. I don't know, but Oro, she's still here with me today. She's still doing good. But she the meanest too. And I had, like, she the OG out of my leopard geckos. My female leopard gecko named Oro. She is the OG out of my leopard geckos. And she is so mean. She is so mean. She do not like to be touched at all. I can like tame her and cool her down for a little while. Only for a little while, then she'll be right back in her little mood again. But yeah, Universal Leopard Geckos. I just wanted to get a little video of me feeding the beetles and mealworms. And I'm getting ready for to pick them right back in a little dark spot, in a little dark area.